Overtime brought to you by Kingscast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Kornelek.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski.
And here we are back from Staples Center, and good God, I hate the Kings.
That's right, Kings fans. We're back here to talk about the final stretch of the Kings season here, to talk about the final road trip there, talk about the Edmonton Oilers game, and also talk about the San Jose Sharks game that took place at Staples Center tonight, as well as talk a new segment that we had tonight called Things We Might Have Been Wrong About.
So here we go. You know, I'm going to amend that a little bit. I don't hate the... Well, no, I do hate the Kings just a little bit less because we clinched the playoffs. Let's go. 150. Kings have clinched.
All right, Keith, we come into this game tonight. This is a pretty huge game, to say the least. We got that road trip.
Win, no?
You know, this team, this has been a bizarre season. We come to this road trip, and a lot of this, it was a season decider. Last time we had the show, the Kings had lost one and won one, so we had high hopes for the rest of the road trip. Tore through, Calgary and Edmonton, games that we, of course, should have won. And then, lost a game in a shootout against the Wild, which there's no team in the world that would have won a game under those circumstances.
Well, not the Kings, that's for sure. Yeah, Chris, I mean, it was definitely a good road trip. And, the game against Edmonton, talk about that 6'6" goaltender whose name I probably can't pronounce right now, given the circumstances at the bar at Staples Center. But, it was a successful road trip by, any stretch of the imagination. And you're coming into tonight, and the Los Angeles Kings had not clinched a playoff spot until the puck drop when the Dallas Stars lost to the Nashville Predators. Kings now absolutely going to the playoffs, which we totally predicted.
Yeah, we totally did. You heard us talk about all season long how we guaranteed pretty much that the Kings would make the playoffs. And they did, so we totally called it. So congratulations to us.
Yeah, there we go.
But coming to this game, Keith, this was a huge game. It's not just for the standings. It's not about making the playoffs. Obviously that happened, but it's about taking the next step. This is about taking the next step. The Sharks have won the division the last 4 times. So we're talking about a team that has a chance to put that team down, to take it to the next level. And the Kings had a chance.
Talk about underachieving teams, Chris. I mean, the Los Angeles Kings have been, terrible for a lot of the season. I mean, they were still able to squeak a few games through. Jonathan Quick keeping them in it for sure. And these San Jose Sharks also underachieving. Giving up Devin Setaguchi and Danny Heatley and not getting back those goals, and looking like they might not make the playoffs. And tonight was an opportunity for the Los Angeles Kings to say, hey, we're going to take the division, something we haven't done since Wayne Gretzky was a part of the team.
What's up, Kings fans? Pre-game here. Kings have just clinched a playoff spot, which is awesome. Sharks in town. A lot on the line here. I'm saying it's Kings, 2-1 Sharks.
Now, I was like a junior or a freshman in high school, I think. I mean, it's been a while. But this is a huge game. That first period, we go into the first period, and it's a high-action game. Oh, my God. It was fights galore. Drew Doughty dropped the gloves with Thornton. Let's talk about that for a second.
I mean, when have you ever seen Drew Doughty drop the gloves? And against someone who's like 8 feet taller than him, against Joe Thornton. And, I mean, if I'm a Kings fan, I'm calling it a draw. But, Joe Thornton, well, he went easy on him. I mean, let's be honest. Drew Doughty would have gotten his ass beat if Joe Thornton didn't, want to wail on him a little bit.
Yeah, well, you talk about a team that dominated for the most part the entire period. I think at one point they were up in shots at 18-3.
They were until a late penalty in the first period. I don't even remember what it was at this point, but, it was what it was. And, the Kings were kind of in it and kind of not. And, they dominated, but the San Jose Sharks figured out a way to come back. And that's just an example of a team that's won the Pacific Division crown like the last 4 seasons.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, going into the second period, Kings got the, it's 1-1, but they took a horrendous, 5-minute, was it a boarding penalty?
Yeah, by Kyle Clifford.
Yeah, Clifford not having a great game tonight. But the Kings able to step up again with that PK that's been, pretty much reliable for the most part this season. And this game was a weird one. The Sharks came back and they scored. It was 2-1, and things weren't looking so good.
The last part of the game, actually latter third of the game was kind of a haze because, you were forward, you were high-fiving, people in the stand. I was pulling down my sister's hat who was next to me. And then the next minute you're back. Chris was stroking his beard. I was stroking my, cleanly shaven chin here. And, it just wasn't looking good. Ends up, the Sharks win, what was it, 6-5 in the shootout.
What an incredible period up until 3 minutes left in the period where the Sharks tied it up from the scrub. So, but I still like our chances. I'm going to say 3-1 Kings.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because this is what, like I said, this was a chance for the Kings to take that next step. It was a chance to put this team aside, this team that has been dominating the division the whole time. This is their chance to take over and say, we're the next team that's going to be, the team to be reckoned with. And, they just couldn't get it done. I mean, third period was crazy. Again, I mean, it was just back and forth. Williams had a goal there at the end to tie it up. But going into the overtime, I just had a feeling that the Kings just weren't going to get it done.
Hey, again, same spot. Coincidence? Maybe. Sharks, Kings, here we go. It's 3-2 Kings, late goal by the Sharks. I'm saying I like our chances. Sharks are going out. It's going 4-2 Kings, empty netter.
I don't know. I mean, I like their chances better on the road, honestly. It's like, I know we all want to win the division. I think more for symbolic purposes because it's only 1-1.
Oh,
we
God,
have
yes.
two friggin' banners hanging in the rafters. But, when it comes down to it, I don't know what's better for the Kings. Is it better that they play on the road? Because I think they actually have more points in this regular season on the road. I like their chances a lot more than I do tonight because I just had a weird feeling about tonight. I just had a feeling that the Sharks would figure it out, and they're a more playoff tested team. They played much more playoff games than the players on the Kings. I don't know. I was a little iffy. All right, Kings fans. So yes, despite the loss tonight against the San Jose Sharks, the Kings are tied for points, but still in third, which is great, but it's still going to come down to the Phoenix game tomorrow night against the St. Louis Blues, and of course the huge game on Saturday against the Sharks at the Tank. Lots on the line, Keith.
Here we go.
All right, Kings fans, so it is hard to believe, but it is game 81 tonight. This season has absolutely flown by. It's hard to believe, but, we here at Kingscast, we like to say that we're right about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because we usually are. But we have a new segment tonight, our top 10 list of things we might have been wrong about this season.
Chris, Stoll is really going to excel in that third-line center spot.
Yeah, and of course, number 9, the Kings won't really need anyone at the trade deadline.
Number 8, Bernier will definitely get a lot more starts this season.
Number 7, Ethan Moore will definitely eke his way permanently into the top 6.
Number 6, this is definitely the year that Simon Gagne does not get hurt.
Yeah, number 5, Dustin Penner will absolutely regain form and score at least 20 goals.
Number 4, Jack Johnson is really going to take a big step this year with the Los Angeles Kings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Number 3, Scott Parse isn't injury prone. He's just kind of unlucky.
And number 2, Coach Murray is definitely going to make it till the end of the season.
Yes, and number 1, the Kings are a slam dunk to make the playoffs. Hey, what's up, Kings fans? You want to see a new cool Kingscast t-shirt? Check this one out right here. It's all Kingscast. Okay, goddammit, it's the Royal Half. It's the Royal Half t-shirt. Again, with a new cool Royal Half t-shirt. This one is a Lakers Kings t-shirt. You know you want it. Hit up the RoyalHalf.com and get yours today. And also, don't forget the Kingscast. We also have t-shirts, too.
Well, yeah, I have a question about that, Chris. I mean, you're the resident Kingscast graphic designer. Why don't we have cool t-shirts like this?
We're still working on that. We have some things in the works, though. Stand by. They're going to be awesome.
Okay, so that's never. All right, Kings fans, so your question today is, who do you want the Kings to play in the playoffs? Leave your comments, as always, downstairs.
All right, Kings fans, so the season is coming down to the wire to the very last game, game number 82. Will they win the division? Or will they be the 7th seed? It's hard to say, but we'll be back after Saturday against this huge game to talk about the game and see where the hell we're playing. This is huge, Keith. I'm Chris Kalazewski.
I'm Keith Korneluk. We're very sorry, but thank you for watching Overtime. Bye, Kingscast.